So let me share the screen with you. Um, this PowerPoint. Okay. Can you see it from your end? Oh, by the way, I'm Husna. Okay, can call me Miss Husna. I just come back from a short break. I took one semester off, so now I'm back and I'm teaching competition law this year. So can you see the slide from your end?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we
Yep.
can.
Yes,
Okay.
miss.
I'm gonna put it on the slideshow mode. Right. So LIA 3026. Make sure you're in the right platform, in the right course. For today, I'm just gonna brief you on this 3 points. We're gonna look at your cost pro forma, cost information, and I'm gonna tell you a bit about this award. Okay, the MyCC Best Student Award. Before we end this session, I hope to sort out the tutorial registration for this class. Cost pro forma. Hold on. Let me get you the cost pro forma. I hope some of you have the chance to look at it. I've already shared it in your folder. Cost pro forma. Nothing so controversial about the contents of the cost pro forma. Just to make sure that you guys are aware that for this course, there's a minimum requirement, okay, for you to attend this class. You must pass your contract 1 and contract 2, which I believe all of you have passed it. I think this contract law course, you took it in your first year, right? So it's I wouldn't say that to be really frank with all of you, okay, if you ask me, for me, company law should be the minimum requirement, taking company law, which I think is more relevant and more important than contract law, because there are many elements on enterprises and company that at the very bare minimum, I think you should understand before embarking into the competition law journey. But then you don't have to worry if you have not taken your company law course. I believe for your batch, it's still optional, right? Company law? For company law? Am I correct?
Yes, miss. It's
has it
elective.
Yes,
It's
miss.
elective, right? Yeah. So I think next year, I think for the next batch, it's going to be made compulsory again, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's very important, because to be really direct with all of you, to excel in this course, okay, I'm talking about mastering this course, okay. You need to be commercially sound. There are a lot of commercial corporate elements in this course, but do not worry too much if there are certain jargon or certain contents, certain concept that you're familiar with. You can always ask me whenever I mention about it. If I fail to clarify it, if you think it's not clear based on my explanation in throughout this semester, you can always interrupt me, raise your hand, and I will try my very best to explain to you in the simplest way possible, okay, to make you understand. So that's I just want you to be aware of this minimum requirement. I think when you register, you noted on this already, right? So that's that, and the outcome, what you will gain, what I hope and I expect that you can gain from this course. It's all stated there, the 3 course learning outcome. Again, number 3, okay, I will mention to you. I will raise this point again, okay, about this economic analysis. If you notice, if you really read carefully, okay, on the course learning outcome, you'll notice that the third outcome is for you to understand, okay, to analyze the economic part of competition law. This is the, I think, the part on competition law that scared most students, be it at undergraduate level or postgraduate level. Okay, because I mean, I understand you, all of you are in law school, okay? You're not in economic school, right? So you were like, why am I being tested on the economic side of competition law? To answer that question, uh, is you can't be an all-rounder competition law expert, okay, or practitioner. Even you don't even have to be an expert, but even competition law practitioner, if you can't even grasp the bare concept, the very minimum concept of economy, okay, it is going to be very simple. It's not as complicated as what the students in the economic school learn. Okay, it's very simple, but it's very crucial in order for you to understand competition law as a whole. Uh, Competition law, the foundation of competition law is economic. You know, in everything we do in life, right? The foundation is very important, right? The root and the foundation. So if you don't get that, I think you wouldn't truly understand competition law. So we can't run you. We and you can run from it. Okay. So, but again, I don't want to stress you out from the get go. Okay, from the very beginning. Do not feel stressed about it. We're I'm going to guide you through, okay, and this economic part is only a small part. It's only one topic, okay, but it's still very crucial. So please, as um, your very best, do your very best to understand it, okay. Then the last one that I want to mention is on the assessment weightage. So again, continuous assessment 40%, final examination 60%, similar with other courses that you have took previously and you're taking this semester, I believe. So for my course, later I will mention to you that I'm not going to do the final examination, in the sense that I'm not going to do the written exam during the exam period, but I'm going to propose for final summative assessments instead. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in the next part. So let me stop sharing so I can go to the course information. Any questions so far on anything that I've just mentioned? No? Try to get this pro forma for you. LIA. Oh, no, not pro forma. Sorry, course information. Yep, take this one. Okay. So course information. First, let's look at the references. Okay. I've suggested 5 year in Malaysia. Some students, normally based on my previous experience, they will ask me about the Malaysian textbook. There's one Malaysian textbook that's currently available. I think the latest version would be the version in 2020. If I'm not mistaken, you can check that again. Okay, it's by Prof. Hanif. I think he's teaching in IIUM. Okay, so that's the Malaysian textbook. But for the purpose of my course, I'm focusing more on the contents from Wish and Bailey. Okay, because I think they have more explanation. The reason, I'm not saying that the Malaysian textbook is bad, okay? Please don't take me wrongly. It's a good, how do I say it? It's a good overview of the Malaysian context of competition law. But you have to understand that this area of law is still developing. It's not at the infancy stage where, there barely anything. I mean, there have been a few decisions issued by MyCC, it's progressing very, very well. And uh, uh, the CEO, Encik Iskandar, when I met him online, I think a couple of weeks ago, he mentioned that they're trying very, very hard to revamp the Competition Act, okay, by end of this year. So the contents, would probably change by the end of this year or next year. So if you buy the Malaysian textbook, the 2020 version, there will be a lot of contents that might not be relevant within the span of 1 year. Okay, so you might want to consider that before you purchase. But by all means, if you need a simple overview of Malaysian context, by all means you can buy that book. I can give you the name of that book later on, okay, if you're interested. But if you ask me what's my suggestion in terms of the number one reference, I would say Wish and Bailey. Okay, it's on EU law. Okay, but you have to understand we rely heavily, okay, on other jurisdiction law in terms of understanding or analyzing, interpreting our own law, because there's huge lacunas, okay, in our law. So it will be very, very relevant. If you read MyCC decision also, they refer some of the cases and decision decided by the EU Commission. Okay, so that would be for me your main reference if you ask for my suggestion. I'm going to share with you a PDF version of this textbook online, because I understand that some of you, you're not physically in Klang Valley. It might be difficult. This book, I think number 1, number 2, and number 4, I think, these textbooks are available at our library. But I understand that it's very difficult for those who are not staying in Klang Valley area, to have access to the materials. So I will provide the PDF version, okay, of Wish and Bailey to all of you in the folder. Later after this session, I'm going to upload it. So please take advantage and use it throughout this semester. And then in terms of the online materials, many portals, okay, many websites, your number one source should always be the MyCC website. Okay, it's quite informative. Okay, it's not so difficult to navigate through that website. And I think it's very well organized website, and it has everything. If you want the statute, if you want any guideline, if you want any decision, all of it, they publish it there. Okay, they even have a page where they give trainings, okay, provide trainings to anyone who's interested. So you can also sign up for that, and sometimes they make announcement. So it's good to always browse that website, okay, especially when you're learning competition law. So that's on the reference book. Okay, I think most of you would be interested in the assessments, right? Of course, I hope you're not learning competition law just because of the assessment part, okay? But to truly understand this law, because I really believe that it will be beneficial, not just as a law student who will become a legal practitioner, in 1 year time, in case for the 3rd year, okay, but also as as a lay person, because it touches the aspect of your life too, especially as a consumer. Okay, so assessment, please do not be overwhelmed with all these compartment, okay, the components, sorry. So there are various components. I try to give a lot of assessments rather than just give 1 or 2 assessments that carry a lot of marks. Okay, first is, the presentation. I will brief you the detail, when the times come, when it's due, okay? I'll give you instruction, a more detailed instruction, but for now, I'm just gonna run through more or less what you need to do, okay? So the first assessment is just to talk about the theory and the goal of competition law, okay? So that's your presentation. It's an individual assessment that carry 5 marks. Then there will be 2 quizzes, one on chapter 1 and the other one on chapter 2 prohibition. Not later, sorry, on Thursday, you will understand what I mean by chapter 1 and chapter 2 prohibition when I give you the helicopter view, okay, of competition law. So there will be 2 quizzes. Then there will be a group problem question, and you have to handle it to tackle the problem question in a group. So there will be 18 of you in one tutorial class. So you have to divide it by 4. Can we get a 5, 5, 5, 4, 4? You can't get. I think there will be 2 groups with 5 students and 2 groups with 4 students. Okay, that's how we can manage the number of students. So there will be group assignment, and last but not least is the group audio on MyCC decision. Previous year, okay, for the previous batches that have taken my course, I normally have this assessment on market definition. Remember the economy analysis that I talked about just now, a couple of minutes ago? Yeah, I normally test the students on market definition. Okay, and previously it carries 10 mark, but now I'm taking that away from the continuous assessment, but I'm giving you a heads up from week 1. Okay, everyone, please take note of this. That market definition that I normally put in the continuous assessment now is going to be in the final summative assessment. That 40% assignment, you can see the last line, right? There will be that element where I'm going to test on the market definition. So when we do our market definition discussion, okay, in tutorial, please pay, attention to it, and please do the necessary homework, okay, before you attend the tutorial, so that you know what to do. I'm making this decision because I feel like, when I throw in the problem question, I normally want the students to understand, to answer the questions, okay, the problem solving questions in a very systematic way, just like how the practitioner, the regulator see competition law, and that way starts with market definition. No competition law analysis can be done unless you do the market definition. So, previously when I throw in the final exam questions, I design and craft my final exam question, I normally try to take it out, this market definition, because especially when it was the exam was physical, that 2.5 hour kind of exam, right? Because I want to take out the pressure, because I feel like it's a bit sort of burdensome, okay, to put that element in, especially if it's you have to answer it within 2 hours. But now I'm giving an assignment, I think I'm going to offer a 48-hour assignment. It should be manageable for all of you, and I'm also going to have one specific tutorial just on this, okay, for us to study this. So I hope you take note of this point, and will pay attention during tutorial on market definition, because there won't be any continuous assessment at the beginning, but you'll be tested at the end, okay, when your final summative assessment is due. All right, any question before we go to the specific topic so far? Any question on this? Oh, sorry, Viva. I have to explain about the Viva. Yeah. I again, I want to split the final summative assessment into 2 assessments rather than just one. Viva serve me as a teacher, okay, in kind of like really seeing whether you can truly understand competition law, especially now we're doing it online, right? It's very difficult to manage, students' real understanding on the contents of this course. Okay, so I want to um, assess your true understanding through Viva, where I can, because I think when you do it spontaneously, right, you must at least have the basic understanding, right, in your head, and you must truly understand in order to be able to spontaneously answer. Okay, it won't be that difficult. I normally give tips before the Viva session. Okay, so again this semester I'm doing Viva again. It's going to be shorter. Normally I have 3 questions that I will ask the students during Viva, for 3 level: easy, medium, difficult level. Okay, that carry 20 marks altogether. But semester I don't think I would be able to do 3 questions because there are many of you. Okay, this is the first time I'm doing it with 90 students. So, and for Viva, I don't think we can, I can stretch it out for a very long period because I want to, maintain the confidentiality nature of the question. Okay, so I think this semester I haven't uh, uh, draft the questions yet, but most probably it'll be only 2 questions. Okay, so again, I'm gonna give you the details of the instruction when the times come. Right. So that's for the assessment weightage and assessment. Any question on the assessment? No questions? Everyone's clear? Yeah. Anyone?
Miss, I do have a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, this is Ignatius. Good afternoon.
Yes, Ignatius. Yeah. Good
Regarding the
afternoon.
Viva, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far apart or when would it be conducted? Uh,
To answer your question,
Approximately.
that
Yeah.
this is the answer. So it's week 12, and it's 7 minutes per student. It's
I see.
between that period, 7 to 9 June. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to allocate the slot for each of you. Of course, this slot will not clash with any of your lecture and tutorial.
Right,
Is that
thank you,
clear,
Miss. Yep.
Ignatius? Yeah. Okay. And again, for my course, you don't have to worry because there's no such thing as, you can't refer to books even during Viva. When last time when we have the physical final exam, right, at the examination hall, my course is an open book course, meaning students can bring any materials they want into the exam hall, not just a 2 pages document or what. It's like everything, anything that you want. Okay, so I have no issue if during the Viva that you want to have materials in front of you too. But of course, as I said, this is where I can really assess, because if you never heard, say for example, if you never heard about the essential facilities doctrine and suddenly I ask you about it, right? And then, no time for you to flip, okay? If you really don't know that concept. So that's why it is, for me, this is the real test. Okay, this Viva, and it's not for memorization. I don't want you to memorize. I mean, I'm against memorization. That's why I believe in an open book test. Okay, but I still believe that you should at the very least have the basic concept. Okay, understanding of the basic concept, it must be here. All right. Any more questions on assessment? there's none, then let's go through very quickly on what you're going to learn. Okay, the topic. So this week it's going to be a bit chill. Okay, we're just going to have an introductory section, and then this Thursday, as I mentioned in my post, I'm just going to give you a very short overview. Okay, it might take less than 1 hour. Okay, to give you an overview, so they can get a snapshot of what competition law entails. Okay, in Malaysia. Then the following week, we were going to understand competition law. Just look at the basic theories underlying competition law. This would be economic in nature. The theories behind competition law, they are economic. Okay, economic theory, not by the juries, legal scholars. It's by the economists. Okay, but again, it's not going to be that complicated. I'm just going to throw the basic of the theory. Then this is also where you understand the purpose. Okay, what it serves, competition law, the purpose of competition law. Now week 3, this is where things gonna be a bit rough. Okay, where I think you need to be outside of your comfort zone. Okay, this is where we're gonna look at market definition. It's a legal test. Let me repeat this. In market definition, to do it, it's a legal test. It's not, purely economy. Is not purely legal. You still have to throw in the legal test. But to do the analysis of the legal test, you need the economic contents for it. Okay, so that's that. Okay, the tutorial, we're going to have 2 presentations for your first assessment. You can always, when I say continuous assessment 1, go back to this and look at the number, okay, for you to match it. So we're going to spend time in 2 tutorials on that first continuous assessment. After market definition, we're going to look at chapter 1 prohibition. This is the section 4. We're going to spend 3 weeks, okay, on section 4. There are only 2 sections that you need to think of, not just 2, but these are the 2 main sections. Okay, provision, section 4 and section 10. So chapter 1 prohibition, we're going to spend 3 weeks on that. There will be tutorial where you're going to be assessed, like how I put that in bracket, continuous assessment 1. But there's, I think, not many, but there are some tutorials where you're not going to be assessed. It's just a discussion in class. Okay. And there won't be tutorial mark either. Okay, you won't have any tutorial mark because all continuous assessments have been allocated. So after, there will be some classes where you don't have to be present face to face, meaning you won't have classes, but I'm still expecting you to spend that precious time, doing something relevant to competition law, like that week 6, for example. I'm going to give you a link to a Qatar movie, then you can spend time. Spend time to watch the movie. Okay. And then week 7, this is the week where I'm now arranging with the faculty to have a session with MyCC. Because this has been a tradition, okay, in my class. Every semester, whenever I offer this course, I will call practitioner, either legal practitioner, specializing in competition law. The last class I had, I called Miss Dania from Shutlin & Book. She's the partner of specializing in competition law. Then the previous one before that, it was MyCC team. Okay, so this year I'm trying to get MyCC again to come to deliver a lecture on leniency and enforcement. I'm going to update you whether that's going to take place or not, okay, because we haven't sent out the invitation. So I'll update you when the time comes. If I can't get MyCC, I'll get practitioner again to deliver the lecture. I always think it's important, to give the perspective from the industry, those that really work on the ground, especially on this topic, on enforcement and on the leniency and defenses. Okay, so that's that. Then we're gonna have I've already put the dates there, okay, for your quiz. First quiz after you finish your chapter 1 prohibition, you're gonna have quiz, online quiz, and then we'll go for chapter 2 prohibition. Okay, sorry. Okay, you see at week 7, the last line, I put tutorial / consultation. Okay, when I put / consultation, and it means like not everyone has to attend the class. Consultation is only applicable to those who needs to present on that particular topic. So there will be 4 groups, okay, in one tutorial slot. I repeat, there will be 4 groups in one tutorial slot. There will be 4 problem-solving questions that I have, okay. 2 will be on chapter 1 prohibition. 2 will be on chapter 2 prohibition. Okay, so in the first half of the semester, only only 2 groups, okay, needs to consult me on their problem question so that they can present on the next week here in week 8. Okay, it will be random, okay, the questions that I'm gonna give. Once you already identify your group, you know, you give me the name, then I will assign you the question. And then, meaning for that particular week, week 7, for example, those that I assign chapter 2 prohibition, they don't have to have any consultation. You don't need to come for your sort of tutorial, okay, with me. So for those who will be assigned with chapter 2, I think yours will come from week 10, sorry, in week 11, 10 and 11, okay? A bit later, it's in the second half of the semester. Once we're done with chapter 1, we're going to do chapter 2, okay? And then there will be also another assessment on MyCC decision. This is where I normally assign students with the respective decision that has been issued by MyCC for the past few years, okay, since its introduction. You're just going to record a short 5 minutes audio, and then you're just going to share it with the class. Then in week 11, we won't have this face-to-face physical. Instead, face-to-face class, online class. Instead, you're just going to listen to the MyCC decision that has been recorded by your peers, okay? So that's that. Week 12, I'm going to suggest that we do the Viva session, your first final summative assessment. This date are tentative dates, okay? For week 12 and week 14, these are tentative dates. I have yet to agree with the faculty on the date, so I will update you if there are any changes, okay, once it has been agreed upon with the faculty. So for now, you can just block it first in your calendar, and then once I finalize it, then I can confirm it again with you. And then we're gonna do a revision open Q&A in week 13. Then last week, you're gonna have that take-home open book problem-solving question that carry 40% of your total marks for this course. Is that clear? Any question? Any questions on any of the assessment and any of the topics? No? Okay, good. Then I'm gonna stop sharing. Let me share the slides again. Okay. We're here just now, right? Just finished. Okay. MyCC Best Student Award. Okay. This is the interesting part of this course. Okay. So, as you may be aware of, at the Faculty of Law, there are some courses that offer book prizes, right? So, especially the the final year courses. They have these book prizes and some other courses as well. And all these book prizes, they are normally given when you graduated. Okay, but this for this course, it's quite special because this course, the award is not given directly by the faculty or the university. Instead, it's given by MyCC. Okay, directly by MyCC. So we have MOU with MyCC. We have this thing called classroom program where they want to be actively, interacting and engaging the students and the academicians. Okay, so in the MOU, they have committed for the next 5 years. They started last year to grant this award, okay, to the best students in competition law subject. So last year, I don't know whether you recognize this student's face or not. I mean, last year the award was granted to Azhar. He's in the final year now. Okay, he was in my class last year. So that's the quote there. It was from him. You can read what he said about competition law. And I really hope that, one of you can, can receive the award this year. I say one of you, not necessarily be one of you, because you're not competing only with your peers. You're also competing with my students from the postgraduate level. Okay, so this award, it's open to postgraduate and undergraduate student. The objective, I think I want to stress on the objective. MyCC offer this because they want to find talent. Okay, so and they want to find talents, not just in talented student, but also those who are passionate about competition law. Okay, they do want these students to to be an expert in the area of competition law. So in deciding on who the faculty is going to nominate, I think this factor is also very crucial to see whether you're really passionate or not. Okay, so the criteria that's being imposed by the MyCC is, as I said, postgraduate, undergraduate. This semester, I'm teaching both undergraduate and postgraduate at the same time. Okay, for this course. So I'm gonna, select at the end of this course, once you already receive your grade, right? The level is, I'm gonna select 5 from undergraduate level and 5 from postgraduate level. So that's what I did last semester. Not last semester, sorry, last year. So I'll select 10 candidates, okay? So these 10 candidates, you're gonna send CV and so on, to me, and then it's gonna be filtered by this award committee at the faculty. This award committee comprises a few lecturers at the faculty, okay, who's gonna decide on who we're going to nominate. It's not who's gonna receive, okay, who's going to be nominated for the next stage. So the first stage is at the faculty, 5 candidates from your batch, okay, and then from these 5, you're gonna compete also with another 5 from the postgraduate level, and then the faculty's committee. I'm also part of the committee. We're going to decide on who are the 3 students that we're going to nominate. MyCC will then call you directly, okay, to interview you. So there will be an interview session with the MyCC to decide who's going to be the winner, the recipient of this award from University of Malaya, okay. The award, as you see, cash prize, 500 ringgit, maybe not much for some, maybe huge for some, you decide on how you want to use it for good cause, okay, for your own development or for other cause. then you're gonna get a certificate of recognition. It's gonna be like a plus plus, okay, to have that in your CV. And then if you're interested to do an internship, or if you want to have any training with MyCC, you're gonna get the priority if you are the recipient of this award. Okay, so I hope all of you will do your very best and can be the top three that we're going to now nominate. So last year, the top three are all from undergraduate level. So we'll see. All right. Any questions on the award? If no question, then we're gonna do this hard part, which is on the tutorial registration. Okay, let me ask you. I asked that questions, right, in your Microsoft Teams page. I think nobody responded about the replacement, right, slot. Would there be any objection if I replace the slot to Tuesday 11 to 12? Any objection? I give like 10 seconds.
Miss,
Yeah.
the Tuesday 10. Oh, no. Sorry.
Tuesday, I think I suggested Tuesday 11 to 12, right?
Yes, Miss. This is Aisha. The Tuesday 11 to 12 will clash with our public international law lecture for third years.
Gosh. Sorry, then it's my mistake. I didn't see that. How about our class is at 2, right? 12 to 1, 12 to 1, 1 to 2. How about 12 to 1? Tuesday 12 to 1? Any objection?
Have a tutorial, miss.
Sorry?
There's tutorial during that slot.
For everyone?
For some, probably.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking what's the suggestion. But if some of you can make it for that slot, then it should be okay. Any other
Miss Muna,
proposal?
I think Thursday 5 to 6 is also good.
Thursday 5 to 6. Okay. Can I show of hand? I just want to do a quick survey, okay? Those who has objection on Tuesday 12 to 1. Objection, those who object to it. Just raise your hand. I give like 30 more seconds, okay? Tuesday 12 to 1, objection, okay? Raise your hand if you object. Okay, quite a number. Okay, we are at 17. Okay, can you drop your hand again? Drop your hand now so that I can do another slot. How about Thursday? Thursday, okay, not Tuesday. Thursday 5 to 6. Thursday 5 to 6, objection, please raise. Any objection? Raise your hand if you object. Okay. I give you 30 seconds, okay, to object. Thursday 5 to 6. Thursday 5 to 6, objection. Okay. Less objected to. Less number of students objected to Thursday. Okay. So yeah, then we'll do Thursday 5 to 6. Okay. Let me change my Google Doc. Just give me 1 second. Hold on. Just need to delete this. Say 4 to 6. Sorry, 5 to 6, right? Thursday 5 to 6. Okay. Share. Okay, I'm gonna share the link in the chat box. Please get ready. The first page is Thursday 5 to 6. I repeat, the first page is Thursday 5 to 6. Then you'll start with Tuesday and then Thursday again. Okay. I'm gonna share that document, so it's gonna be recorded as well. I need to do this because I had previous experience where students deleted their friend name and put their name. Okay. So it's very difficult to trace. So I'm gonna record it so it's easier to trace. Please, if your friends already put their name, do not delete that name. Okay, unless you seek permission. Okay. 18 slots per tutorial. Just share this. Share. I'm gonna share that first. Okay. Okay. Okay, you see this? Yeah. So first page is Thursday 5 to 6, and then the rest would be, based on the sequence. Okay. Yeah. So don't tell me later, oh sorry, I read it wrongly and so on. Okay. You may register now.
Madam Husna, apology.
Yeah.
Do we have editorial access?
I think I give. Hold on. Sorry. It must be my mistake. Change. Oh, can view only. Let me change, okay? Hold on. Can edit. Done. Do not add the space too, okay? Please do not add number 19. Don't add the column and the row.
Miss, I believe due to the same time that people were keying, there was some overlapping names.
Then you need to quickly get another slot if they already wrote their name.
Dah, you got your.
I see some places students see you remove. Please do not create another row, okay? I'm seeing it now. Some students create another row. It's enough just for 18 students. There's some places with so many names. The first one, I'm going to take the first name only.
Miss Husna, my name is being erased in one of the rows.
Sorry?
My name is being erased in one of the rows.
I can't hear you clearly. What's the issue that you're encountering now?
My name is erased in the row that I've already filled in along with my student ID.
Okay, can you just put your name? Can you just put your name in the chat box so I can see which row?
Miss, I'm not able to register my name due to high traffic. I'm not able to even edit the document. I'm not sure if it's just me, but yeah. That's
Yeah,
the
I'm
issue.
also Miss. I also can't edit.
I don't see anyone signing up for Tuesday. Apparently, everyone want to go on Thursday.
Hello, Miss. My name was erased twice already, and somebody is writing their name above one of my friends' names again. Yes, Miss. I'm experiencing similar problems.
Yeah, same here, Madam Husna. Someone just erased it.
Yeah,
I
and
was
now,
actually the same problem. It was
and now I
empty,
can't.
but
Ma'am, I
then
couldn't
suddenly
edit.
there's a name, someone else's name there.
Okay, this is not doable then if you guys
Miss
cannot
Husna,
follow the instruction.
would
Yes.
it be possible to use an alternative, perhaps Doodle or Spectrum, because some of us are unable to edit due to the large number of individuals typing at the same time on the site.
I think I have to resort to Spectrum if this is the case. Everyone have Spectrum, okay, is it? Because sometimes in some semester, I will have this issue where students can't register because they haven't paid the tuition fee, blah, blah, blah. Then they cannot pick the slot and then they will have issue with the slot. Can I just confirm that everyone have access to Spectrum?
Yes.
Yes, Miss. Miss Husna, I do have I believe the reason why a lot of people are not also registering in Tuesday 4 to 5 because we do have legal aspects lecture from 4 to 6 at that day.
Another elective, is it?
Yes, another elective. There's another the lecture ongoing for another elective. So perhaps a lot of people who has also registered for that course. So Tuesday 4 to 5 may be empty.
Okay, it's good then to do this. So I know that Tuesday and 4 to 5 is not really favorable. Can someone please suggest before we end this session, what's the other preferred time?
How about Thursday 12 to 1?
I'm gonna have 6 hours. Again, Thursday what?
12 to 1. But if that's not available, that's okay. We can try something else.
Okay, after this session, I know some of you needs to go to another class. After this session, can I give you until 8 p.m. today? 8 p.m. today to come up with a proposed slot, okay, to replace that Tuesday 4 to 5. Just come out with one slot. As I said, preferably it's on Thursday. I'll give you my preferred time, okay? So try to propose a slot within that preferred period of time. Okay? I think that's it for today. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to see you this Thursday at 1 p.m. I'm going to announce to you when I'm going to open the tutorial registration on Spectrum. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Miss.
Miss.
Thank you, Madam Husna.